Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we are going to be talking about food prepping, and food prepping in the sense of long storage food prepping, something that's going to last us a year, 2 years, potentially even 3 years. So I just went to my local hardware store, picked up 3 of these 5-gallon buckets. They are not food grade buckets by any means. They are just storage buckets only. So what Casey and I are going to do today is we're going to take $100. We're going to go down to a local grocery store and we're going to see how much non-perishable type food that we can get for $100. And so why are we doing this? What's the point in doing this? Well, I would consider us, preppers in a sense that we like to be prepared for uncertainty, and if 2020 taught us anything, that's, I think, for everybody all over the entire world, that being prepared for things or events that maybe you're not in control of, it's a pretty good idea, and so, there's a whole different list and different ways that a person can prep. But for us, we're a family of 4, and our idea is, how can we put together some food that's going to last us for 2 weeks, and whether it be for an outbreak, like we had last year, like we're still continuing to go through, that shuts down businesses, shuts down the grocery stores. It shut down stuff on the East Coast, the West Coast, here in central United States where we're from here in Oklahoma. You are just never certain that you're going to be able to go out and get the things that you need. And, there's a lot of things you can do without, but food is not one of them. Food and water is just something that we have to have. So today, Casey and I have just decided that it's time for us, we do pretty good putting things in the cabinets and keeping things in stock, but, we need to put together a little bit more. And that's something that's going to last us 1 or 2 weeks. We're going to shoot for 2 weeks today. That's what we're aiming for. About 14, maybe 21 days worth of food in case something happened. And like I said, the list goes on and on. It's just the economy could shut us all down and put us in a bind, to be able to get out and get food. We all know Mother Nature can definitely, stop us and put us in a bind. For us here in Oklahoma, that's happened many times. We've been in a position where we've been without power 14, 16, even 21 days one time. And let me tell you, if you got some stuff, set aside, some extra food, it makes you feel good. It makes you.
Okay guys, we were just talking on the way over here how things have changed for us mentally preparing for something like this. So when we lived at our other houses prior to us traveling full time, we did always prepare. It was a great peace of mind, like you said. Mm-hmm. We had the space to do it. We had a house that had extra storage, so we was able to do it because of that. And even like at our red house, the tiny house, we always had like food from the garden that we would, dehydrate. We had canned stuff there. We just always had extra.
Yeah, we just kind of we lived a lifestyle, a bit of a prepping lifestyle.
Yes, we did, yeah. But the last 2 years.
A lot of times to save money even though, actually.
True, yeah.
Because it was obviously cheaper to put up stuff in your garden that lasted you for many months. And so.
And we enjoyed doing it too,
And so the last year we've been still trying to live pretty minimal because we taught ourselves to live minimal and not
living in the camper and not having room for things and just being able to have all the opportunities to be able to go to grocery stores when we needed to. And now we're like, okay, we got to kind of change our mindset again. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, I still want to live really minimal and not have a bunch of stuff in my pantry all the time, just excess of stuff.
Yeah, this is basically kind of like putting together, it's an emergency kit. Yeah. That's all it is. And
there's nothing wrong with being prepared, especially if you have the space to do it, you can afford to do it. I mean, why not? It's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, we're not burying a shelter and hoarding and putting a year or 2 years worth of stuff away.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want the stuff that I buy today to be able to last 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
But I only want it to last me when I need it, a few weeks. That's kind of where my mindset is, and we've experienced that. That's the reason we truly are putting together this food kit or survival kit, just like we have a survival kit in the back of the Subaru here, with some water,
peace of mind, just
tow straps, jumper cables, spare tires, stuff like that. So
okay, let's do it.
All right, home survival kit. We're going in the grocery store. Let's get it done. All right, so we wasn't really thinking about getting any of this dried fruit, but we just seen it, and as you can see, it's cheap, $2, $1.65. I think what really matters though is like the expiration date on it. 12 of 21. So it'd last about a year is all.
Yeah, so that's probably not.
We'll think about this.
Okay, so this honey right here is a raw unfiltered honey, and it's 11, 14, 22.
So we get 2 years out of it.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Go ahead and get the jasmine rice that we like, so that at least if we want to eat it later on, we can.
Okay, that went pretty good, guys. We'll show you when we actually get home if we met our goal or not. But
Stay tuned to see how much money we spent.
we got everything we wanted, and we actually got a few other things that we wasn't even planning on getting. So kind of excited about that, I guess. You know, to have a little kind of extra stuff, what we'd consider treats in there. You know, because when you're surviving, you know, you're not getting that many treats. So, anyways, we'll get all this loaded up, and we'll get home. We'll get everything in the buckets, get everything laid out, and we'll show you guys how everything came out. All right, guys, we made it back to the shop and we bought everything that we think we're gonna need. We actually have the total.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and talk about that. So we came in at $85. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that. $85.07. So we're happy about that.
Under our $100.
Under our $100 budget, and we actually even got a few more things than we thought we were gonna get, but I guess to throw that out there, $85, if we was to actually, everything that we have right here, plus we were thinking 4 cases of water.
Right, we have enough to.
We're definitely gonna be at $100.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
a few things that we wasn't planning on getting, that we did get, these right here.
Yeah.
Casey found these, fruit cocktail. So, why did you choose these?
No artificial preservatives. We don't even eat this stuff out of a can actually at all. But I thought that if we were not able to get fruit for produce, then at least we would have this. It's 100% fruit juice, fruit cocktail. So
probably 100% artificial. Everything that we looked at, you know, we tried to look at the date on it, and we tried to look at it as, you know, like for it to at least last us 2 years.
Right.
You know, and then what we can do is we can either take some of this stuff and we can eat it, take it on camping trips, stuff like that.
Donate it to a food
we
pantry.
can donate it, you know, obviously before it expires.
Yes.
But then most of the stuff that we have here isn't stuff that we would, I mean, we didn't buy stuff that we think is gross. And so we'll touch on that.
We'll touch on that, yeah.
Like this right here is what we feel like we could eat and still be okay with eating in the event that we can't get out.
Can't get out to the grocery
can't
store.
get to the grocery store.
Yeah.
So we eat fruit every day. In a pinch, this canned fruit's going to do us great.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So
the next thing we did was black beans. We love black beans as a family. Everyone loves them. So we got those, and then we also got pinto beans. So mix it up a little bit on the beans.
And what we did was basically, like I said, this is a 2-week. I kind of said 20 days earlier. We were kind of looking at everything. Casey kind of looked at, you know, the servings on the rice. She knows how much she cooks. And what are we basically at, like 14 to 16 days is we feel comfortable be able to eat 3 meals a day.
Yes.
And
just on this, yeah.
Just on this. Now, in the beginning, if something was to happen, we do hunt and we do buy bulk beef. So we do have a freezer full of beef.
Yeah.
And that actually would last us several months. So we do have beef that we can add to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't want to just be trying to just eat meat. So we, you know, this is kind of the carb load here.
Yeah,
I guess, right?
Definitely. Okay, so the other thing we got is some top ramen. We actually had these already, so this wasn't in our budget, but obviously this would definitely fit in our budget. These are like $2 for a pack of 5.
Yeah.
So we've got.
I think it's only $1.33 at the dollar store.
Yeah,
so.
it's really cheap. So.
And we actually do like ramen. You know, if you watched our Appalachian Trails videos, we lived on ramen.
We had lots of days on ramen.
I don't know that anybody eats ramen now that we're back. I do every once in a while, just because I think it's fun.
For the sweet memory of the Appalachian Trail.
Same with the Vienna sausages here. No one eats these really, except for me.
Yes.
I
can't do it.
If
I was hungry, I probably could. You never know what you do when you got to do it.
So we got, we have 8 of those.
Tuna, I love tuna.
Yes.
Our boys love tuna. So we've got.
We don't have a whole lot of that here, but we
had
6
some
cans.
already, so we thought we'll go ahead and put it in this.
That was kind of some preparedness that we already had.
Yes.
I mean, all of that right there is going to cost you like $8.
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
So.
Okay, the next thing we got is our rice. So we got jasmine rice. It's a little bit more expensive than like this kind of rice.
Yeah.
So this is like $2. This is like $5.
Yeah.
We eat jasmine rice, so we thought, well, we're gonna go ahead and buy that and put it in our. What do we put it in?
In our emergency food kit here.
Yeah.
And then we can just replace it.
Yeah,
it's like when we buy a bag here, in 3 months, we'll pull one of these bags out, put one of the new ones in. Hopefully the expiration date will be longer. I will say this too. Several years ago, expiration dates were a lot more lengthy on this kind of stuff. I don't know what's changed. Hopefully it's changed more on the health side of things to make it better. But like peanut butter, I've seen research on peanut butter, like 10, 15 years, it's still going to be good. I mean, it's just how it is. Rice, 10, 15 years, it's going to be good. Beans, ramen noodles, probably 100 years or something. I don't know. They're in pretty light packages, but the expiration date on here is a FDA approved type date and stuff. So follow that.
But almost everything that we got actually was only 2 years or more.
2 years, yes.
So I think we're going to be good to go on that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing is we grabbed some raisins. Our boys love raisins, so we got a couple packs of those.
80 cents per 6 pack of those. Everybody could have
just to have that in there.
Pack of those for a couple days.
We did some condiments, so we got some Tabasco.
Well, all of us like Tabasco, so that's a good one.
Can't
grab some of this stuff.
My arms aren't long enough.
There's obviously the peanut butter. The peanut butter that we eat.
Yep, we went for the Jif.
Sometimes we do the all-natural peanut butter, which we prefer.
Yeah.
But
this was a little bit more than some of the other brands that they had at Aldi. You could get cheaper brands of peanut butter too, but
and if you're really on a strict budget,
you could even go.
You could go down to $50 and probably get all this. Like Casey said, you could get the rice for half the cost that we did. The beans were already cheap; they're like $1.80 a bag or something. But the rice, you could definitely save half what we did, so close to $25. Peanut butter, you could save probably several bucks on that.
Several bucks.
Just getting a cheaper brand.
Just getting a cheaper brand.
You're not actually going to eat it, but at the same time, it is an emergency kit. And when it comes time to eat it,
you're not actually going to eat it unless you have to eat it.
Yeah, but when it does come time to eat it,
you want to have what you're going to eat.
You want to enjoy it. So
okay, so
here's this. I'll just put all this.
We grabbed some salt and some pepper to season our food with, our beans and our rice. And then some garlic, just the basic stuff. And then we got some of this little chili lime seasoning. How do you pronounce that?
Great. I have no idea.
Tajin,
I don't know
I think.
how to pronounce it. But it's great on fruit. Yes. It's great on everything. That stuff. So I seen it. It was $1. We're throwing it in here.
We've been talking about this in the gym so much. Everybody's eating it on all the fruit and all the veggies. We won't have any veggies if shit hits the fan, but that's okay. We're going to use it on what else we got.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing we got was some honey. So that would be good.
This actually has a 5-year date on it, so that's good.
Yeah.
I think honey actually, can last forever. I always think that's funny on the. We actually don't have any, but we bought some pink Himalayan salt, and it says on there it took 1 million years to create the salt, and that's how long it took, and then they harvested it or mined it, whatever they do to get it. It took 1 million years for this stuff to come about, and it expires in 2 years.
Okay, back to that.
That makes no sense.
Okay, and then we got this right here. We're not going to actually put the relish in there, but it was cheaper to buy this pack than it was to buy individual ones.
It was $1.80 for this 3-pack. So
we'll put this in the fridge, and maybe one of the boys will eat it. I'll use it on something. I don't know. But then we got our our tomato, our ketchup, and our mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
So we got some condiments here.
So you know, if
excited.
if you had some ground beef or some venison like we do, you know, like wild game in your freezer, you're gonna be okay. Now, given you know your freezers and your fridges are only going to last as long as you can provide fuel for a generator if you're without power.
True.
Stuff like that. And we have friends, we know a lot of people that have lost a lot of meat in their freezers. Just because that's so devastating, you know, because
no generator.
that, you know, and that's a whole nother section of being prepared, having a generator, having the fuel, and and like we said, guys, this is how we feel safe and we feel like we can eat on this, you know, but you know, we'll also have food in the house.
Yeah, we will. Well, we have. So
you know, it's probably a week. We probably have a week, probably maybe 2 weeks worth of food in the house.
Probably a lot more than you think.
So if you got that in your house normally, you know, and
something bad happens,
goodness gracious, whatever it is, you just you can't get out. Having this extra deal set up is going to be great. So we got 3 buckets now. We got to figure out how to get all this in it. I think what we're going to do rice and beans in a bucket.
See how it all fits. Yeah.
We'll probably do all the canned goods in the bottom.
Maybe the condiments on top of the cans.
Condiments on top, and then the ramen will probably actually have to go in there with that too. And that right there is going to be, that's only going to be 2 buckets.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So we'll just kind of split it up. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll show you guys how everything looks with it all split up, if it even fits, I guess.
Yep.
And I feel good about it, you know. Okay, guys, there you have it. 3 buckets. And again, I'll mention these aren't food grade buckets. These buckets are designed just to hold the food. Everything's packaged in its own packaging. It's going to be safe. This is going to keep mice, dirt, bugs, and that type of stuff out of there. So,
I'm checking to see if the lid fits on this one.
Yeah, and I think that we'll go with 4 buckets, don't you?
We could definitely use.
So $4 more. We're going to get 1 more 5-gallon bucket, and that's just going to tidy us up a little bit.
Yeah.
This is definitely just all rice.
Yes.
Beans are in the bottom of this one, and we had to put the ramen, and we went ahead and put some tuna and stuff on top of this one, and then that one's just loaded up with all the other
condiments
stuff.
And the peanut butter, it all fit in there.
So, what do you think?
I feel good about it. I think it's a good peace of mind.
It is definitely a good peace of mind.
Being a little bit prepared.
Okay, guys, there you have it. 3 5-gallon buckets full of good food. We're prepared for anything, you know. So, you know, and that's my that's kind of my point behind this video. You know, I don't want to scare anyone off with this video. I know several years ago, a lot of people were like, "Oh, they're," you know, they thought of preppers as crazy people, and it's not. When you have a family, I think it's just very, very. It feels very, very good to know that you know you have some things in order.
Yep.
And that you can, I guess, you know, in a sense, you can survive a few days or a week or 2 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah, not that that's going to happen, but you never know what's going to happen. A lot of things happened this past year that we never thought would happen. So
absolutely, and
it's good to be prepared.
You know, like I
as
said,
much as you can.
Our grocery store shut down. We've already experienced a snowstorm that kind of slowed everything down. We experienced an ice storm with no electricity, and those are just things that can happen, and we never know when. You know, all kinds of things can happen. Big warehouses start getting shut down.
Anything.
You know, with viruses and sicknesses and different things. And while they're trying to contain that, you know, as a people and as a government, things can go a whole different direction than what we ever thought possible. So why not be prepared and have a little peace of mind to take care of your family, take care of yourself.
Yep, and that didn't take us very long today to do that. You know, we even had to go to a totally different town and get all the stuff, put it all together, and now we're done. And
back at home. Yeah. Time to eat some lunch. Thank you guys so much for watching our channel. Hope this was informative. I hope that it makes you think, you know, outside the box a little bit.
Yes.
You know, about taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. Until the next video, see ya.